Hurry. Hurry quickly, in my bag. There's a bottle labelled Essence of Dittany. Okay. Quickly!
Accio Dittany.
All right. Unstop for it.
I'm on his arm.
I know, just do it. Okay. It's gonna sting a little bit.
What happened? I thought we were meant to be going back to Grimmauld Place.
We were. It's all right, one more. We were there, but Yaxley had hold of me, and I knew once he'd seen where we were, we couldn't stay, so I brought us here, but Ron got splinched. Protego totalum. Salvia hexia.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Weekly Prophet. I'm your host Mac Daldon. Let's jump right into the card feature this week. The card feature this week is none other than Essence of Dittany. The Dittany plant produces small white pinkish leaves that have very strong healing properties and have been used in things like potions in the wizarding world for centuries. Seen in Hogwarts Legacy as one of the main ingredients for the Wiggenweld potion, as well as being seen very briefly in the movies where Hermione has to use it to heal Ron after a very unfortunate splinching accident. In Magic Awakened, it is a healing card. It creates a small circle on the field of play that heals initially and then heals slowly over time as well. Now, the initial heal and the healing over time is not all that great. However, the AoE is very, very strong when used on a group of summons. And for all of you healers out there, I'm sure you know that it is also very strong to use with a Daniel Page. Now, when Daniel Page is played, he actually uses his own health to heal after his initial heal, so dropping an Essence of Dittany on top of him to keep him nice and healthy is a great way to keep your other self summons from taking damage. Another great card to pair with Essence of Dittany would be the legendary Harry Potter card. So now when you're trying to use their legendary Harry Potter card to get the revive with his passive, sometimes people would aim for the Harry Potter card, and if he's defeated, you no longer have his passive. So using Essence of Dittany is a great way to keep the Harry Potter alive so that you can utilize his passive. All in all, this is a great card to use in any mode, and it's a great way to keep you and all of your summons on the board nice and healthy. Alright, moving on, we have the Verdant Victories section of this episode. It's going to be my own little hot take on this new mode. I personally think it is super cool. I really like the fact that when you go through the levels, you actually get new boosts and stuff like that. It reminds me kind of the old modes where in between levels you would get these boosts and these upgrades. What I also really think is really cool is as you go through, you actually upgrade these boosts themselves, and then once you get to the end of these boosts, you actually have these ultimate abilities that are tied to the specific paths that you take through these abilities, which I think is really cool. And it's also, I personally think this is great just because I'm not at level 100 in my spellbook yet, but it is PvP based. However, spellbook doesn't matter in this mode. It's all balanced in that way. Balanced. But no, I think it's really cool that anybody can just kind of jump in this mode with their friends and they don't have to worry as much about their spellbook levels. Now, that being said, I really like this game mode. However, it's a different kind of gameplay with the game modes that have now been available in the last little while with this game. It's a long commitment. You have to actually commit 15 minutes or so to this game mode, especially if you're in a team game mode. You know, you want to get to the end of this game mode to get the rewards, which I also think is a little bit much. You know, to get these big rewards, you need 15. If you want to get all of them, I think it's a total of about 40 crowns you need. You get these crowns by winning this mode, and it's just a little unrealistic. You know, I think that to have 16 players in a lobby and then you need to win 40 times in these 16 player lobbies. Mind you, there are people who are just going in farming this stuff, but it seems a little unrealistic for average players to be able to get these rewards when you have to win the mode and beat a boss just to get this crown. And now I have not actually had a chance to do too many of these runs. I have played a few successful runs with a couple of other people, but every time that I have jumped into this thing, more often than not, I get absolutely wrecked. There is clearly some form of a meta going on right now with these chomping cabbages. It is absolutely insane. I don't know if I thought maybe it was bots at first, to be honest with you. We're talking, you start the match and all three of your opponents are throwing their chomping cabbages across the field instantaneously. You got 15 chomping cabbages running at you. They get to you, they start chomping on you, and there's just nothing left. I don't understand. There was one game where I played a match against 3v3 and I didn't even get to move. The camera was turned around. It's just, I couldn't see. And then I was inflatus, and then I had chomping cabbages, and then I was howlered, or I was mandraked, and I couldn't do anything. It was just crazy. It was just nuts. I think, again, the game mode itself is super cool. You also can double up on your spells, and you have different trajectories, and spells bounce from each other, and all of these crazy things. It is a little hard on the device, depending on what you're using. I've heard a lot of people say that it is very laggy, it's very performance heavy, but in essence, I think that this game mode should stick around. I think we should get more of these game modes because I think they are really, really cool. But it definitely needs a little bit of balancing, or maybe just some changes to the match, like the field of play, maybe make it a little bigger. I know some people have talked about the trees in the mode being very obstructive, like you can't really see what you're doing. So maybe making the field of play a little bit bigger, a little bit more open, that would maybe make the game mode a little bit more enjoyable. Who knows? So, and speaking of chomping cabbages, we're going to take a second to actually count this out, by the way. So, if you get 5 chomping cabbages in one companion card, and you got 3 people using them, so that's 15 chomping cabbages, okay? So now, I want you to count how many teeth are on this picture. So I counted 10 teeth in one cabbage. So that means that there's 50 teeth per person. So that is 150 teeth that are chomping on your little behind, taking away all your HP. Look, I'm just saying, okay? If Hermione's parents actually remembered anything about the Wizarding World, it'd be really great to get them in here to work on some of their teeth, okay? So there wasn't too much about the story this time, guys, but there was one detail that was a little disturbing. It seems to me like the mysterious malady has been targeted to the headmistress, Minerva McGonagall. It was actually a Bloom for You plant made by Hubert Thorne that was supposed to be for McGonagall. It seems to me like our friend Hubert Thorne from Bewildering Bloom, it seems his hands aren't as clean as we think they are. So unfortunately, guys, I don't have anybody for an interview this week. It's been a bit of a busy week for me, and I haven't really felt all that great this weekend. But we're really hoping to get somebody in next week, and then maybe we'll just make it a bi-monthly thing, or we'll just get somebody in whenever we can, and we'll use the Hog Corner kind of, you know, whenever we get the chance to. So I started an alt recently, guys, and I'm actually seeing things at the start of the game for, again, and I'm seeing new features for the first time, which I think is really cool. So one of the things that I actually saw was that there is a Gringotts Race to Riches ticket that you receive at the start of the game now. So that would lead me to believe that the Race to Riches mode is going to remain in the game for an indefinite amount of time. So I'm looking forward to getting back into Gringotts and walking out with some treasure. So apparently we're doing wizard birthdays. It was actually Sybil Trelawney's birthday the other day as well, and I've also heard some word that Warner Brothers is being a little biased. Lots of good wizards having birthdays on the news here. Yeah, not a whole lot of dark wizards getting on the news. Yeah. See, us at the Weekly Prophet, we are inclusive to all wizards, so maybe we will be featuring a certain dark wizard's birthday in the future. So I might have a little bit of a surprise for you guys too. You see that down there? We might have some gifts coming. We might have some gifts coming in the form of better audio. So make sure to let me know down in the comments, guys, what you think about this new mode, Verdant Victories. Let me know if you would change anything. Let me know your favorite thing about it, or let me know your least favorite thing about it. But I think we're actually just going to take a little stroll through Hogsmeade with some gameplay footage, and that's going to be it for the video this week, guys. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Oh man, I could really use a couple of potions right now myself. Oh. There is a cat in my window. God damn it, Minerva, I told you no house visits. I live with muggles, damn it.